Hello, good evening. This is Jason Robinson from Illustration by Design, and this is a continuation of me drawing this picture of Wonder Woman versus the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Started this on Tuesday evening for Drawing a Quarter. Continued it last night, or was it today? Yeah, I guess last night, early this morning. And got a little further. And now I am going to try to get even further. Probably won't finish it, but I want to get it done. So it's going to keep on whittling away at it till it's finished. But hope you guys are doing okay. It's now 9:40, 9:43 Eastern Standard Time on Thursday. So I don't know how many people are watching right now, but in about 20 minutes, 15 minutes, they're going to have Drawn a Quarter Fan Edition on Chester Busby's channel. So I want to encourage everybody to head on over there and check that out. It's going to be pretty cool. They're going to be drawing, I think, Tim Curry. It's going to be Tim Curry night, the actor. So the contestants are going to be drawing, I guess, different versions of Tim Curry. So it should be fun. Again, it's on Chester Busby's channel on YouTube. I don't want to, if anyone, I don't want to take any viewers away from that. But I wanted to continue drawing this. I didn't want to have to wait until that was over. I think that ends around 12:30 or 1 o'clock in the morning. I didn't want to start streaming that late. So I'm just going to draw this, keep drawing it. And if you care to stay and watch while I do it, I will be very thankful, very grateful for your company and for your support. But if you need to run off and check out something else, feel free to do that as well. Oh, yeah, if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. Hit the subscribe button. Well, I'm hitting stuff, knocking stuff over. Hit the subscribe button down below somewhere, and make sure to hit the bell for notifications of future videos. And yeah, hit the like button. Give this live stream a thumbs up if you would be so kind. I would greatly appreciate it, and it would help the algorithm for YouTube, which is very, very fussy about that stuff. So I'm just kind of running around trying to get stuff sorted here. So let's give me a few seconds. Hey, Pablo Romero Artist here. How you doing, Pablo? Hope you're doing good. Let's see here. That's good. There we go. Okie doke. Now, what else do I need? Water. All right, cool. Now, some of you may know I live in Florida. We just avoided the latest hurricane or tropical storm that blew by. I think it was called Isaias, and it barely touched Florida, the East Coast. It just sort of skimmed up the top. And apparently, it slammed into New York. I didn't even realize that until today. And called my mom because she lives in New York, and yeah, she said that like over 1 million people have like lost power or something. Her next door neighbor, his backyard tree like blew down and like smashed into his backyard, and it's like blocking the road. It's like really pretty intense. So yeah, if you're up in New York, hope you guys are doing good. And hopefully you have power. If you don't have power, you probably can't hear my voice right now. But hopefully it has affected as few of you as possible. Because I know, at least here in Florida, I mean, we're used to hurricanes. We're pretty prepped to deal with them. But New York and New England, they are not. So it can be kind of traumatic for those people. Paul Romeo Art says, I'm doing fine, working on a digital painting. Oh, cool. Yeah, if you guys haven't already, please check out Pablo Romero's work. You can find him on Twitter, or I'm guessing he has a YouTube channel. But check out his work. Great artist, does really awesome pinup stuff, really fantastic sort of retro 80s look. Very, very much like I was gonna say Suriyama, but not Suriyama. But who's the other '80s artist who's like really famous? But yeah, does great cheesecake art. So check out Pablo Romero. All right, let me see here. Trying to figure out what I'm doing here. Yeah, I know it's far from Suriyama. I'm just thinking of '80s artists. It's Patrick Nagel. Patrick Nagel. That was the '80s artist I was thinking of. So, Lady Celtic Moon's here. How you doing? What channel was Mike supposed to be on tonight? Mike was supposed to be on a channel tonight? I don't know. I haven't been keeping up with stuff as much as I probably should, so I don't know what channel. He might have announced it on the Discord, but I don't know offhand.
Well, tell me some more. I'm such a news. I'm from down that hall and we'll have dancing school.
Lady Celtic Moon is watching the Metal Print Open box right now. Okay, cool. I don't know. He maybe talked about it on Twitter, or he may announce it again in the video you're watching. So again, I'm not sure. Sorry. Give me a second. And this camera bar the bar that's holding the camera is like right in my face, and I need to adjust it so I can have room to get fairly close to the artwork. Let's see. How's that? Is that better? Let's do this. All right. Just give me a few seconds here. Adjust things. Maybe like that. Like that. Will that work? All right. Now, if I bring that down, can you still see that? I think that works. All right, I think that works. Yeah, it's better. No, it is not better because you still can't see what I'm drawing. Bop, 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 bop. Okay, there. Yeah, I guess there's no way for me to avoid getting this thing in my face. So I'll just have to deal. Hmm. Hmm. Janan, who is dead wood something? I don't know what that means. Deadwood something? Are you saying Jason, who is dead? Could you clarify? Late Celtic Moon. I'm not sure I understand. Okay, I'm back. All right, I'm back. Hopefully you guys can hear me now. There we go. Now, did I leave my pen over there? Yes, of course I did. Okie dokie. Back to drawing. Let's see. Lady Calcamoo says, we hear and see you. Good. But it seems that it's still giving me problems in terms of what you guys can see. This dopey camera is like, get some more light. That would be a help. Oh. Eric Hawkins says, you're missing DNQFE. Tim Curry night for your own stream. Chester will be heartbroken. I'm sorry, but I need to stream, and I failed to do it earlier today, and I can't wait until Fan Edition is over at like 1 o'clock. I need to I need to start drawing more regularly and streaming rather. So I'm sorry. Like I said at the beginning of the stream, if you guys need to leave for Fan Edition, please do so. I do not allow this stream to hold you up. So I just need to get drawn. Are you competing tonight, Eric? Eric Hawkins, if some of you don't know, is the creator and artist for the Zombieful World of Oz, a very cool comic book that I just got in the mail. So, the Celtic Moon says, "Okay, dear, love you." She's taking off. That's okay. Cool. Go watch. Go watch Fan Edition. It should be fun. Should be very cool tonight. Hmm. I got. Let's see. That better. That worked better. If I draw. Yeah, that's. At least you'll be able to see more. Ugh. Hmm. Hmm. Apologize. Yawning. Hmm. All right. Hey, Alpha Redneck Gaming. How you doing? Good seeing you. Hopefully you can see what I'm drawing. It's hard to get stuff on camera as much as I'd like. And I'm a little tired. Oh, oh. Excuse me. Oh my gosh. Hope you're doing good. I think I chose the wrong day to stream because it seems like everyone is streaming now. But that's okay. Ooh. Oh. I don't know. I don't know if I can get through this. It's one of those spirit is willing, but the body is falling asleep. Let's see. Apparently, Draken is offended by her bosom, or maybe by the Ninja Turtles' bosoms. I'm not sure. But either way, I'm sorry that her bosom, their bosom, is offending you. I apologize on behalf of the bosoms. Oh. 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 I haven't even been drawing that long. I've been drawing for what, half an hour? My body is already noping out. It's ridiculous. I think I'm gonna have to stop because I'm gonna start making like really bad mistakes. I'm gonna start drifting off, and then my hand's gonna do something that I'm gonna be really mad at myself for doing. By as an error, and I'm starting to babble, which is another sign that I should stop. Stop while the getting's good. And I apologize because I just started drawing, and I know myself enough to know that when I start feeling this way, it's not going to end well. So I will do a few more things, and then I'm gonna have to cut the stream short. Dag nabbit. Unless my anger with myself wakes me up, which might also happen. So we shall see. Pablo Romero says it would be funny if you fell asleep while streaming. That is that is not outside the realm of possibilities, Pablo. Trust me, I can fall asleep at a drop of a hat. I don't know if I have narcolepsy, but I must have the next best thing, because when my body gets like really tired, I just go. I just pass out. So Drax says never go up, never stop. Gib lub. I'm not sure what Gib lub means, but no treat, no surrender, says Pablo. What am I doing here with the feet? With la feet. Oh. Well, if anger might wake you up, that turtle shell that you have penciled in is way off from what it should be. Yeah, I'm sure it is. I have surrendered to the fact that my Ninja Turtles probably are not up to spec. That's okay. Turtle shells are always weird. Shells aren't supposed to be bendy. Yeah, that is true. Uh, uh, uh. Num, 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 num. Num, num, num. Huh. Um, Draken says I started learning to draw with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. There are many a turtle drawn in my past. No Wonder Woman though. Huh. Yeah, I never really drew either of them. By the time the Ninja Turtle, well, I mean, I was a kid when the Ninja Turtles came out, but I never. Yeah, I watched the cartoon, but I never was super really into them. So I never really drew them. And same with Wonder Woman. I mean, my sister was into Wonder Woman. I liked the TV show, but I never I never drew. I never drew any women growing up. I only drew like male characters. So you know my I spent most of my adulthood trying to learn how to draw women so they didn't look like men with chesticles. So I'm still struggling with that. So my art has suffered by my lack of sort of lack of I guess you could say diversity in terms of what I drew. Yeah, I basically just drew muscle men so I can know how to draw muscles. Pablo Romero art says I also did some turtle drawings when I was a kid. Yeah, I mean I drew stuff like I would draw superheroes, Star Wars characters like Silicious Crumb. I drew ET a lot when I was a kid. So Ninja Turtles. I drew X Men all the time, but not Ninja Turtles. Hmm. Hey Nasser, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. You want to come in? Say hi. I don't know if Nasser wants to come in and chat for a little while or if it's past his bedtime. But if you want to come in, just say so in the chat and I will throw you a link. Nasser says it's bedtime. Yes, Nasser goes to bed early. It's 12. Sorry, it's 10:30, so it is way past Nasser's bedtime. Um, Draken says no female Power Rangers. I never drew the Power Rangers. Power Rangers were for nerds. Draken says I had already learned to draw in my first moments which was my first memories, which was age 3. So since 1988. Okay, cool, 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 cool. Hmm. Hmm. See, Draken says never drew the Sailor Scouts either, even though one of my universes from when I was 7 was derived from them, and half the characters were female. Weird. Huh. Yeah. Well, 90s were a very formative time for anime here in America. I mean, a lot. That's when I think most anime sort of first appeared on children's show, whether it was, well, it wasn't the first time, but I mean, I watched anime when I was a kid, but it was old school anime. It was, Battle of the Planets and Speed Racer and stuff. But in the 90s, it really picked up with Sailor Moon and, um, you know, Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon. He had like a whole sort of anime renaissance here in the States. Um, Draken says my drawing mind must be prejudiced against the bosoms. Yeah. Nasser says, Jason, maybe we can stream Saturday or Sunday. Okay, that'd be fine. Just let me know what day would be better for you. For me, it'd be Saturday, like Saturday evening, sometime. So, I mean, if you can stream then, I mean that's when I will probably be streaming. Yeah, I'd say Saturday night or late Saturday afternoon. Pablo Romero Art says I drew a lot of Saint Seiya and Dragon Ball stuff. Yeah, did I draw Dragon Ball? I drew a little not much though. I mean, I was an adult by the time Dragon Ball came out. Um, I mean, I'm talking about like the first time I saw Dragon Ball was like the early '90s. I think it was like you know sort of bootlegged VCR tapes of Broly versus Goku. It was probably what 94, 93, 94, and I was already in my 20s by then. So yeah, I never really drew Dragon Ball Z growing up. It didn't really exist, or I didn't know of it back then, back in the 80s. So yeah, I mostly just drew superhero stuff, Marvel, DC, the good stuff before it all went to pot back in the good old days. Draken says, I learned to draw pants from DBZ and Final Fantasy VII. Oh no. They had weird pants in Dragon Ball. They used to wear pantaloons like MC Hammer wore, like big baggy pants. That's funny. All right, it's getting there. It's getting there. Can you see it? Is it showing up? Yeah, it's showing up. But just slowly but surely. Oh man, 9 people are watching. Thank you very much. Very kind of you to take some time out of your day to check out my live stream. I appreciate it. If you haven't already, please hit the like button, give the live stream a thumbs up. And if you have not done so at this point, please subscribe to my channel and hit the bell for notifications of future videos. Because there will be more. There will be more. Actually, that reminds me. If you would hold on for a second. There we go. That way I won't have to keep repeating the same thing over and over again. You guys can just see at the bottom of the screen right there. Like, subscribe, and share. Okay, I'll be right back. Right back. Okay, I'm back. Had to get. Oh, lost my tablet. I'm back. I had to get some food. Hopefully that will help keep me awake. My computer is freezing up here, so I'm not sure what's going on. If hold on, yes, the stream's still running or not. I'm not sure. So please bear with me while I check out my computer, make sure everything's running. All right, things are running. Things are still running. Sorry. My computer is like really slow and it's trying to get everything sorted. Give me a second. I'll be right back. I'm still here. I'm just way back at the drawing table to continue drawing. All right. Now, let me get YouTube back up and running. Hopefully everything's still going. But I saw Nasser had a question. He asked if I saw any good movies lately. Um, well, I talked about Deadstroke, the new Deadstroke movie, which is kind of lame, or at least annoying. I mean, there's some parts that are good, but it's a lot. The characterizations of the characters are kind of obnoxious. Um, Deadpool is not Deadpool. Deathstroke movie, animated movie. It's called Knights and Dragons. It's kind of goofy. They have Deathstroke. He's I call him Death Woke because he's more concerned about you know social justice than he is about doing his job. And also his wife is like a hectoring nag, really annoying. She spends most of the movie just constantly whining to him about all the mistakes he's made and how he's never good enough for her. Really unlikable. So yeah, so it's not a great movie. But I saw that. What else have I watched? I started watching Lil Lord Fauntleroy on YouTube, the 1936 movie. It's pretty good. Yeah, I like old movies, so I don't know if Nasser's ever heard of Lord Fauntleroy, but I encourage Nasser to check it out on YouTube. It's a classic movie. So trying to think of what other movies I've seen recently. Um, I think that's about it because my TV is out. It is broken. My beloved 3D television. The picture went out. It still gives sound. So right now I have a flat screen radio, so I can still listen to TV, but I can't watch it. There's no picture, so I have to find a new TV to replace it, um, or I can try to fix it myself, which chances are will not be happening because that will require me to take it apart and start fiddling with the electrical stuff. And I know nothing about electrical stuff. I have no equipment to do electrical stuff, uh, electrical repairs. So, and all the videos I've seen on YouTube on how to possibly fix it require soldering and other stuff I have no experience with. So, which is sad because it's a 3D TV and I loved it. I still love it, but it doesn't. Again, I can't watch it. So, all my 3D movies are now useless because I have no TV to watch it on, and they no longer make 3D TVs. They stopped making them about 5 years ago. So I am out of luck. My 3D collection is now obsolete. Very sad. All my Marvel movies, all the cool stuff that I could watch at home in 3D. Yeah. Oh well. So I'm on a search for a new TV. Um, and yeah. Nasha says, I watched The Haunted Palace today. Cool. Did you mention that before? I think you mentioned what's going on? Is my tablet dying now too? Come on. Come on, give me a break here. Come on, stop. Give me a second. Okay, YouTube. Go back to YouTube. Oh my gosh. What the frick? Come on. All right. Oh my gosh. Tablet's about to die too. It's like freaking out. They give me errors every 2 seconds. Is it going to come back? Will it come back from the dead? Here's another error. All right, we're back. He said, I watched The Haunted Palace today. Is that like a Vincent Price movie? I think he mentioned it on Twitter or something, maybe Facebook. How was it? Hmm. He says yes, and Lon Chaney Jr. Oh, good. That's a good duo. I like Lon Chaney Jr. He wasn't as awesome as his dad, but he's a great, great classic horror star. So good stuff. Very cool. I'm trying to encourage Nasser to watch the classics of horror, because Nasser he is a devotee of new horror. Yeah, when I say new horror, I mean horror from like 1980 and onwards. I've been trying to get him to watch some of the classic horror from from the Hammer era, 1970s and earlier. Because to me, that's some of the best horror, because it doesn't depend so much on gore as it does on actually being unnerving and creepy. So, and Nasser's been watching some of it. He watched Freaks. I was very happy to hear that he watched Freaks. And he started to watch some of the classics of the 50s. And I'm trying to get him to watch the Hammer films, which are awesome. But so far, I don't think he may have watched one by accident, but I'm not sure if he's watched a lot of them. But Nasser has time. Nasser still has I'm guessing about, how old is he now? He's 23 now. So Nasser has a good 6 or 7 decades left. Yeah, hopefully, as long as he stays out of trouble. As long as he doesn't go rioting in the streets of Chicago, breaking windows or anything. He probably still has another 6, 7, or 8 decades left to watch movies. All right, let's see. What am I doing here? What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? Okay. Draken says, unlike us who have 2 days left. 2 days left? Why do you only have 2 days left, Draken? What's going on with you? Why would you think you only have 2 days left? Hmm. I think one of the movies I've seen recently. I mean, before my TV died. I don't know. I mean, Hallmark movies don't count. I end up watching a lot of those because my wife watches them. But yeah. Hmm. Hmm. There's always only 2 days left, says Durakin. Okay. One day that'll be true. One day, at some point in the future, there will only be 2 days left for each of us. But we'll never know when that's going to happen. Which is a good thing. I'd rather not know when I only have 2 days left. I would rather it be a surprise. Hopefully a pleasant surprise when I'm 120 years old and I'm being tended to by several beautiful supermodels. That would be ideal. And I die in my sleep. That is the way I wish to die. Hmm. 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 Come on. Hmm. Well, Romero Art says there was a comic artist in Argentina that said in an interview that he didn't want to die in his sleep because he felt you have to be awake to experience something that important. Well, I think that when you die, if you're asleep, it won't matter. I mean, I'm a Christian, so you know, when I die, I'm going to end up in heaven. So even if I'm asleep, I'll still wake up in heaven. I don't think the experience will be that different. You know, I will fall asleep, same as usual, open my eyes, and I'll be in heaven, as opposed to being awake and dying, where I'm awake and then I close my eyes and then I open them and I'm in heaven. It's what's the it's no real difference. One moment you're awake, the next you're in heaven. So I don't think it really differs that much. Ironically, he died while sleeping. You don't always get what you want in life. uh, um, that's kind of funny. Draken says, I definitely need a better PC and a tablet. The stroke with my mouse looks so ugly to me. Drawing with a mouse is that is, unless you're Booster Kiwi, I would not recommend it. I can't imagine drawing with a mouse. Have I ever drawn with a mouse? I'm trying to. I mean, I've had a tablet, a drawing tablet since I think since I've had a computer, and that's like 94, 1994, 95. I've always had one. I mean, I get you can do it. I know you can do it because I know people who do it, and they do phenomenal work. But I'm just like I can't see myself doing it. You have no pressure control, and really you have to have a lot of patience, and you have to have a lot of control over your mouse to do it. I couldn't do it. Pablo Romero R says he did humor, so I guess he would find it funny. Yeah.
What have you fucked that before? You should be mid-speak by now. What have I told you? All right, I guess I wasn't thinking. You weren't thinking. You mean you'll work on engines and machinery and not think of your own personal safety? Here,
I'm doing it with a broken mouse. Hey man, you're I imagine you'll be able to do some amazing drawing whenever you get a tablet. Then, if you're able to draw with a broken mouse, then props to you. Hmm. Oh, coloring. You're coloring with a broken mouse. Yeah, I mean, I guess coloring. Well, it depends on how you color. But I mean, if you're doing like flats and stuff, then you know, with a mouse, that's fairly easy. But if you're doing like airbrushing or more sort of, it depends on the coloring you're doing. So I mean, coloring with a mouse is just it's still it's difficult. I mean, you're doing art with a mouse. I mean, like I said, I mean, if you're doing flat colors like traditional coloring, um, comic book coloring, then that's one thing. But if you're doing like detail stuff like cuts and things like that's hard. I mean, that's wow. Again, props to you if you can do it. I do not have the skill. It takes a lot of work.
What if he bumped that big hole by accident? He'd be 6 feet by now. What have I told you? All right, I guess I wasn't thinking. You weren't thinking. You mean you'll work on engines and machinery and not think of your own personal safety? There. Shake hands with danger.
Every piece you've ever seen me color has been done with a mouse. Oh, cool. Wow. Yeah. Very hard. Very hard.
NBS. Your dial is set at 660. WEAF, New York.
Hey, Aaron, how you doing? Good seeing you. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for joining us today. For joining me. For joining us. It's more than just me. There are 7 other people watching. Aaron says, "Good. How are you? I'm doing okay. I'm a little tired, so I'm trying not to fall asleep while drawing. But no, I'm doing good overall. You know, I am healthy. I have a roof over my head, and yeah, life is good. Life could be far worse. So I'm very, very thankful for how things are going." Draken says, "I never thought in a million years that the art thing that people think I'm good at is coloring, which is basically just rendering, and I suck at rendering." Yeah. Draken says that he's coloring Mike Miller's Wonder Woman versus the Ninja Turtles. It's pretty funny. If you haven't seen Mike's version of Wonder Woman versus the Ninja Turtles, actually, if you click the link down in the description, you can see him drawing it. But he has Wonder Woman having decapitated the Ninja Turtles, and she's carrying their heads with her magic lasso, but she has the lasso like strung through their eye sockets. It's pretty funny. Look forward to seeing that color dragon. Sorry, eating for energy. Mm. Mm. Ah. Ah. Another dead soldier. Uh, let's see. Draken says he didn't finish the bodies. I think it looks better without. Yeah, I mean, I like that pose he had. It's just a walking pose, very iconic looking. But I did like the bodies in the background, so hopefully he'll finish it at some point. Aaron Johnson says, I'm not good at color, sadly. Can you give me tips on how to get better at color? I'm probably the wrong person to ask. You may want to ask Draken. Draken can probably give you tips. I kind of hate coloring. It's just very difficult for me. I find it probably the hardest part about illustrating. I just have not put in the time and work to do it. So, I mean, the best tips I can give are to know like complementary colors and know which colors go well with other colors. But that's about my, that's about the depth of my sort of general knowledge about colors. Sadly, I would like to get better at it, but it's just I find it very just time consuming. Even with a tablet, I mean, it's just a lot of work. Every time I have to do a job and I have to color it, I always have to leave twice as much time for the coloring that I did for the drawing and inking. Like if somebody takes me a day to draw, just penciling, and a day to ink. No, actually, if it takes me a day to draw it, it'll take me less than a day to ink it. But I have to allot 2 days to color it because I know it's just going to take me that long to get through it. It is. Ugh. I do not like it at all. I mean, I like the final results usually when I color, but the process of doing it is just. It is. It's just arduous. It's like pulling teeth. And Draken says, limit your palette. Use a big brush and allow yourself to make mistakes. I make a lot of mistakes, so that's why coloring is the one thing that I really have am glad that we have computers to do, because before I used computers to draw. I would do all my jobs by hand, and having to fix color mistakes by hand is I'm trying to think of the right adjective. I don't know, hellish. Just terrible. Takes up a lot of time, and it's just a pain in the butt to make a mistake in color traditionally, and then having to fix it. It is. You got to cover it up. You got to make the cover up look like it's seamless, so no one knows it's a cover up. It's just a royal pain in the butt. Whereas on a computer, you make a mistake in color, you just hit a button and bam, it's fixed. Way better, much easier. It's like night and day. So that's why even though I've been using a computer for art for 30 years now, I still draw by hand. Obviously, I'm doing it in front of you, but I refuse to color by hand because I'm not skilled at it. I mean, I look at guys like Mark Brooks, who is a comic book illustrator, and he does most of his coloring by hand, and then he'll touch it up on a computer. But I mean, guys like that, I mean, he's so skilled, or like Alex Ross or Adam Hughes. That you have to have. That's the talent and patience that I just lack. I would love to have it, but I just don't. I get frustrated very easily when I have to my mind, waste a lot of time fixing mistakes. So I prefer to stick to things that will limit the amount of time I'll have to spend if I do make a mistake. Like if I make a mistake with inking, I can just white it out, and it's very easy to do. You know, it doesn't take long. You know, if I make a mistake with penciling, I can just erase it. It's very easy to do. But if I make a mistake with coloring, it's yeah, that is something that might make me want to rip up a piece of artwork and start over, because that would probably be easier. I've never done that, but I can see that happening. All right, let's see. What am I doing here? Let me work it out in pencil first, because even though I can white stuff out, I prefer not to white it out if I don't have to. I would rather just keep it clean. It's like measure twice, cut once, pencil twice, ink once. All right. Huh. Hmm. Hmm. Interesting. Hmm. And Draken is continuing to give good advice regarding colors. Hmm. 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 Um, Draken says, I went and recreated the palettes that DC and Marvel had back in the day to work with. It's amazingly small. I generally don't go outside that palette just because I'm lazy. Yeah, I mean, before computer coloring, I mean, it was just like Dr. Phil Martin's inks. So, yeah, the palettes were limited, which I kind of prefer. I mean, I like modern day coloring, but it's so easy to go overboard. I remember back in the 90s when they first started doing computer coloring in large scales. So many of the colors were just muddy as heck, just pure mud. They would mix colors that shouldn't have been mixed on a computer, and they just end up coming out like shades of brown, or it's just made really ugly or just hard to read comics. I mean, some of the comics were just impossible to see what the artwork was underneath the colors because it was just they just laid it on so heavily. They were all fascinated. It was like, oh wow, new tools. Like, hey, these computers. Oh, we can color with computers now. So everybody was trying it, and very few of them were good at it. So it's taken it's taken a while for sort of the cream to rise to the top, and for you know the good colorists to sort of shine through. But in the meantime, a lot of a lot of books were kind of ruined, or trying to when they were trying to find their footing. Hmm. Hmm. Drax says, I generally don't go. Okay, yeah. because I'm lazy. Interesting facts arise from going back and learning that stuff. Like Superman's cape is special red that pretty much no other character used, and Marvel had more yellow in their flesh tone. Hmm, that's interesting. I always found it weird whenever they would. I mean, this is back earlier than computers, but back in the '60s and into the '70s. Whenever they do flesh tones for black people, they would so many comics would color them, especially in the '60s. They would color them gray, like a shade of gray, instead of just using like brown, like a light brown or dark brown or any type of brown. They I know that the colors, were a mixture of different, cyan, magenta, yellow, and black, CMYK. So I'd use, the dots, the classic, sort of comic strip dot, you know, formulas to simulate colors. But still, it's like they couldn't figure out a way to simulate brown, you know, and they had to go with like gray. I read comic books with like, what was his name? Gabe from the Howling Commandos, or they'd have Black Panther or something, and they show them, you know, they draw them and color them, and then the characters would be like completely gray. It was so weird. Or they would color like Asians yellow, and it wasn't even so much racism as it was just poor poor color choices. I always enjoy reading those old comics and then flipping through, and it's like, dang, that was pretty bad. Let's see. Draken says black people are hard to color. They're not hard to color. All you need is brown. It's not that hard. I've always found it funny that comic books always struggled with that. They got over that like by I would say like by the mid '70s they were coloring, you know, black people, sort of believably. They weren't like weird shades of like blue green or whatever. But yeah, back in the '60s it was odd, very strange. Browns sort of don't exist in those palettes. Well, any color exists in those palettes. You just have the right mixture of the four primary colors. Cyan, magenta, yellow, and black. I mean, they obviously got it because by the time they were doing Luke Cage, the characters were colored correctly, or at least more less laughably. They were colored. They look brown. So. Draken says, "Trust me, it's a lot harder than it seems." It wasn't that hard for them. I mean, Marvel had been making comics for how long up to that point? It started in the '40s, so that 30 years to figure out how to do brown. And plus, ah, ah, so worse when you get pretzels glued to your top of your roof of your mouth. They made comics, you know, with black people in it before. It's not like it's something new to them. They come out with comics back in the '40s and '50s, romance comics that focus on black people. They knew how to make. They should have known how to simulate brown. They have people wearing brown suits in the comics. All you have to do is just, instead of coloring a suit, you're coloring someone's skin. It's not hard. Hey, Awesome for Gaming, how you doing? Good seeing you. Draken says until the '80s, they only had colors that you can make with 20, 50, 70, and 100% cyan, magenta, and yellow. I don't think what I've tried has worked yet. Interesting. All right, let's see. All right. It is 11:29, 11:30. Hmm. Well, at least I haven't fallen asleep, so that's good. Paul Romero says I downloaded some of those classic color palettes. Cool. Very cool. Very cool. Very cool. Very cool. Awesome Fox Gaming says just came from the beach, super sunburned. Ouch, that's not good. You have to use a suntan lotion, or what is it called? It's um, sunscreen. Use sunscreen. Hmm. 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 Hey, Arif Reed, how you doing? Good seeing you. Paulo Romero art says some stuff that also influenced the way the colors looked in classic comics are the ink quality and the paper color. Yeah, I mean, especially with old newsprint. I mean, depending on how absorbent the newsprint is, the quality of it. I mean, newsprint was like basically pulp garbage. So yeah, but like I said, by the '70s, it's they were able to get pretty at least the colors for for black people. It sorted itself out. Stop being weird. Let's see. You notice when you compare the colors on covers with the ones on the pages, newsprint paper wasn't white. No, it was at best off white, and then with age and depending on how it was exposed, it just got worse from there. All right, I think that is it for Raphael. I think he's done. Almost. Hmm. Let's see. 10 people are watching, which is good and bad because if there are only 2 people watching, I probably end it now. But there are 10 people watching, so I feel pressure to keep drawing and continue with Leonardo. So I'm gonna at least start him, and then we'll see how it goes. So thank you for watching, everybody. I appreciate it. If you haven't already, please hit the like button, and please subscribe to my channel, and also please make sure to hit the bell for notifications of future videos. I believe I'm only 26 subscribers away from reaching 600. So that's pretty cool. I appreciate everybody who has subscribed and has helped this channel grow. It's very cool. Pablo Romero Art says, that is one of the key elements of my classic comic book style work. The texture of the paper helps create the illusion. Yes. Directs this reference, I hate Wonder Woman's lasso, slightly less than Spawn's chains, but more than Spider-Man's webbing. Why do you hate that, Draken? I'm not sure I understand. Rendering ropes are a pain. Um, Awesome for Fox Gaming says I sub-liked every stream I've seen. Oh, cool. Thank you very much. Director says rendering ropes are a pain. Yeah, well, it's probably. Are you talking about for coloring? I agree. Well, in the case of Spider-Man's webs, at least the Todd McFarlane type webbing is a royal pain in the butt. But ropes in general, they don't bother me. Spawn's chains are again kind of a pain, but they're kind of easy once you figure out the pattern to doing them. I mean, I don't even I they're kind of easy, but Spider-Man's webs are a pain in the butt, and especially if you're drawing with a mouse, I can understand why you would hate rendering stuff like that. Um, uh, yeah. Drex says, "Yep, it has more to do with mouse thing." Yeah, if you got a tablet, it wouldn't give you nearly as much problems. I I, I, I feel bad that you're forced to do all this stuff with a mouse. Ugh. If I had a stylus, it would be done in pretty much a single stroke. Yeah, I don't know what your finances are, but I would look into see if you can find a decent tablet on eBay or something. Even new, they're trying to think. You can get a tablet for 99 bucks new on Amazon, like a decent size Wacom tablet with a wireless pen. So I imagine they're cheaper on eBay if you can find one that's used, but it's it'll be like night and day in terms of what you're able to do. Hey, Sticky Art Channel's here. How you doing? Good seeing you. Yeah, yeah, easily. Raul Romero says, I think even a cheap tablet is better than a mouse. Yeah, yeah, easily. Even if it didn't have pressure sensitivity, just the fact that you're able to hold it like a pencil and and work that way, that alone is superior to a mouse. So, yeah. I'll be getting one within the year. I have to upgrade my PC and get a laptop too first. Yeah. I need to get rid of my Wacom Intuos 4. Why? Why do you need to get rid of it? What's wrong with it? I think I use an Intuos 4. I'm pretty sure. It's the one I have now. I've been using for 10 years, I think. So I think it's an Intuos 4. It still works, so I'm a keeping it. But why? Is it giving you problems? I don't know. Art channel says it's actually great, but I wanted something with a screen. Yeah, I just haven't been able to afford something like that. So.
All the boys I've known and I've known some. Until I first met you, I was lonesome. And when you came inside, dear, my heart grew light and this whole world seemed new to me. You're really swell, I have to admit you deserve expressions that really fit you. And so I break my brain hoping to explain all the things that you did to me. Papa, me, it's too shame. Please let me explain. Oh, me, it's too shame. Means you're bad. Oh, me, it's too shame. Again, I'll explain. It means you're the fairest in the land. It means you're the fairest. It means you're the fairest. It means you're the fairest in the land.
There's a Wacom New for $79 US. It's smaller but works great. Yeah, I got my niece a Wacom. Actually, I recommended it to my sister-in-law to get my niece, and it was a wireless Wacom for $99, and it was decent size. I think it was like 4x6 or 6x9. I think it's 4x6. But she has a tablet, so it was fine for that. But if you, yeah, I mean, you probably get it for $79 somewhere else. So.
Greetings from the end. I'm Patty. I'm Maxie. And I'm Laverne.
I need a screen when I get one. Oh, cool. That is quite an upgrade from a mouse to a screen tablet. That is quite the upgrade. Sticky Art Troll says trolls look dope. Oh, okay, cool. And he says avoid Huon. I thought Huons were supposed to be good because that was the tablet I was looking at if I was going to get a screen tablet, because I can't afford to get a what are they called, the Wacom ones, Wacom not Intuos, but I can't remember the name. But those are really expensive. And I figured, I'll just get the Huon. I'll probably get one of the XPs whenever I get around to getting one. Says Draken. They break super easy and have driver issues. Cintiq. Thank you, Paulo Romero Art. The Cintiqs. Yeah, I used one a long time ago, maybe 15 years ago. A friend of mine had one, and I used it for a few minutes. It was neat, but I just never. I mean, at the time they cost like $3,000. I mean, maybe they've gone down to what, 2,500 now. I don't know, but just the price point was. I mean, they cost as much as my computer cost, and my computer is. I have a Mac Pro, so I was not about to spend as much money on a tablet as I had spent on my computer. So I said no. Why are my fingernails so? What is this? Hmm. Interesting. Weird, weird, weird. Um, hey, P Money, how you doing? Um, P Money says you're on now instead of like 3 a.m. Yeah, I know. I decided to switch it up a little. Uh, try something new. My body wasn't used to streaming so early because I usually take a nap, and my body wanted to fall asleep when I first started the stream, but I've woken up since then, so I'm a little more active. He wouldn't break 6 to 12 months in. What? Dang. Um, Pablo Romero says when things work correctly, human are good. But like Sticky says, they have a problem with drivers and stuff. Oh man, dang. Well, thanks for warning me before I bought one. I wasn't planning on buying one anytime soon, but I mean, I was thinking about, if my tablet ever broke, that was going to be definitely an option. So I don't know. P Money says, OJ Sналta DM you. Gary Shipman did an amazing collab where he worked on drawings my wife and daughter did. He did a very generous job for them. Oh, that's neat. Is it okay if I DM you the before and after pictures? Sure, go ahead. Um, when I bought my Human, the first one they sent me had part of the screen dead. Ugh, yuck. How long ago was this? I mean, is this a recent thing, or I don't know? Maybe they fixed it. Is me. Hopefully, wishful thinking. It's like, well, maybe that's something they fixed. Oh, that's nice. Paul Romero says, so tell me another and let me keep the other. The reviews on here are lies, says Sticky Art. The other one worked correctly, but the pen died like a month ago. Oh, okay. Sticky is looking at the Amazon reviews. Hmm. Um, Sticky Art says they tried to give me one for free for a good review. That's how I know. Man, why won't they contact me for a free review? They wanted me to review it on my channel. Dang it. Ewan, send me a free tablet for me to review it. If it's good, I will say so. If it's bad, I'll say so. But send me a free tablet. I won't know until you send me one. So if you're listening, Ewan, send me a free tablet, a free screen tablet for me to review, for me to use for a good 6 months and review it. Pablo Romero R says they just need to send me some replacement pens. I will give them a good review. Pablo Romero is a cheap reviewer. He is easily bought, Hewan. So send him some free replacement pens, and you got a free review in the bag. Let's see. Pencil. Up. Let's see. Sticky Art says, "LOL." They emailed me and sent it. It was the cheapest $30 one, but I could not get it to work. Awesome Fox Gaming says, Sticky Art channel, you have like 9,000.4 subs. Is that how you promote yourself, Pablo Romero Art? I will sell out for positive for anyone. That's a good way to promote yourself, though. Pablo Romero is probably on the right, probably has the right idea. I should do that more. I should sell out more. Um, Sticky Art channel says, yeah, I've been on here for a while. Yeah, that's cool. That's great. Send all of your subscribers to my channel so that I too can benefit from your success. um, Sticky R says, I only promote stuff I truly believe in, like this channel. So if you like this channel, go support Sticky Art channel as well. And then that way he will promote my channel. And then I too will have 10 gazillion subs. That's how you get big, by selling out. Said Pablo Romero Art. It's funny. Whatever. Oh, here it is. All right. Sticky Art says, no, don't sell out. I mean, you do you. But what if you doing you means selling out? What if Pablo Romero's thing, him being him, is indeed selling out? Then he probably needs to sell out. He needs to continue selling out in order to be himself. Picking on Pablo. Pablo does not sell out. Pablo only does the best artwork. If Pablo Romero art sold out, all of his women would be overweight, have pink hair, and be screeching about the patriarchy. That would be Pablo Romero art selling out. And Pablo Romero art does not sell out. He rebels. He says, no, I'm not selling out. I do some pink hair women, but they're not fat. Yeah, I know. The closest Pablo Romero gets to pink hair women is drawing girls who look like Jem. I'm trying to take crazy color hair back. Ray Thulu says, you haven't really sold out until you start doing furry fetish commissions under a pen name. Are you speaking from experience, Ray Thulu? Make hair pink women hot again. Pablo Romero art is a huge Sakura fan from Naruto because she has pink hair. Pablo Romero art says, I did a furry character recently. It was in a superhero style costume, not porn. So what, you drew Squirrel Girl? Cricket, do you enjoy more going on the pro DNQ, or do you prefer being a fan watching the show? Well, it's it's easier for me when I'm just watching the show because I can do other things. You know, I don't, I'm not stuck for 2 hours like drawing. I guess don't know. I mean, I really enjoy being on Drawing Core, Fan Edition and Pro Edition, but I don't necessarily like being stuck in my chair for X amount of hours and not being able to get up and do things. I mean, I can get up and do things, but I mean that sort of takes away from you know the whole point of doing the show. I mean, it's to draw and have people watch you draw. It's kind of the reason why I'm not the biggest fan of live streaming when I draw because I can't really go anywhere. I can't take a break. I can take a break, but I can't draw for half an hour and then leave and not come back for another hour. I have to pretty much continuously be drawing the whole time and entertaining you guys to some extent, so you guys want to watch. So that to me, that's the downside of doing it. But the upside is that you guys see me drawing, and it gets attention to my work. And if I'm lucky, if I'm fortunate, one of you guys will maybe ask me to do a commission for you, or at the very least, people will see my art more. So I mean, there's a big upside to it, but I'm very kind of private, and I'm kind of selfish selfish with my time. So you know, anything that takes away from me being a hermit and just sort of hiding in my little hobbit hole and doing whatever I want whenever I want it, kind of I kind of rebel against it. So that's another reason why it's hard for me to force myself to stream. I mean, some people, extroverts, love streaming, because they thrive off of that stuff, off of interacting with people. I mean, I can fake it, to some extent, so I'm not a complete sort of you know um, you know hermit, but it's just my natural inclination. I like being by myself. I enjoy my own company and stuff, and doing what I want when I want to do it. So um, that all goes to say that I enjoy drawn and quartered. It's just that it keeps me from sort of having the freedom to do what I want when I want to do it for 2 hours. So it's not that bad. And it's fun to do, and I love seeing the other artists. I love the awesome thing about drawn and quartered is that it it's the competition. It compels you to try to do your best in a short amount of time, and I love that because it forces me to become a better artist and become faster, and to push myself out of my comfort zone. And I really do enjoy that part of it. Um, and seeing guys like Matthew Weldon, and Mike, and you know, Brad Ashworth last night. I mean, these guys are so good at what they do, and they're so. I love seeing them work, and having a chance to sort of go up against them, and again push myself to try to get better. So at the very least, I don't embarrass myself. That's my main goal whenever I do drawn and quarter, whether it's the fan edition or the pro edition. It's like I'm just like constantly thinking, it's like, just don't embarrass, don't don't create art that looks so bad that you people wonder why you're even on the show. And that's my that's my main thought whenever I draw, because again, it forces me to sort of try to do my best and not just sort of phone it in. I mean, like this drawing. I mean, it's getting better, but it's like I wish I wish I had more time to think about it. I didn't really know that. Well, I didn't know they didn't know the theme until the actual show, when they decided on it being Wonder Woman versus the Ninja Turtles. And if I had more time to think about it, I know I could have come up with a better idea or better design. But this is, you know, it's just, I can't. I don't know. It's a good exercise for me to, like I said, push my comfort zone and try to do better, be a better artist, think faster, blah blah blah, what have you. And I probably just rattled on too much. Um, right through says you're skirting that line. It was like a cat lady with big breasts. Distances. Um, awesome Fox Gaming says, gotta go. Might be back later. Okay, see ya. You probably left like 5 minutes ago while I was babbling. Ended up having some of the Thundercats vibe. Oh, cool. That's neat. That is cool. Those are the good type of furries. Thundercats, the old Thundercats, the OG Thundercats. Those are good furries. I love that show. That show was like one of my favorite. I think it was my favorite show when I was a kid. When I was a teenager. I love that show. Go ahead and leave for an hour. Sometimes chair streams get really good views. Funny. Not mine. Let's see. P might ask, what's the last Indiegogo campaign you backed? I don't remember. I mean, they've been few and far between the last, just because they're so expensive. The ones that I've been back. Oh, no, I remember. The last one I backed was Magnificent Seven, Mike Miller's campaign. But the thing is that the ones I've been backing I'd say the last 3 or 4 months, they've all been ones with a low price point. Ones that cost $8, $10, $15. Those are the ones that I've been backing. I have not been backing the ones that cost $25 because it's just too much money and it takes too long for those books to come out. Oh, and I also backed what's his name's book? Well, okay, three books. Magnificent Seven. I backed my brain. Titan, Mouse of Might by Gary Shipman, his Kickstarter, because he in the Kickstarter campaign he was offering floppies, which I much prefer to hardback books. I hardback books take up too much room and they're too heavy, and they don't fit into comic book boxes. So whenever I think the only one I backed was Doug Naples books, and even those books I'm probably not going to buy anymore because these things are massive books when they come in the mail, and they just take up so much freaking room. I love his books, but if I don't have room for them, I can't buy them. But yeah, it's Gary Shipman's book, his comics, Mouse of Might, Magnificent Seven, and then Tim Lim's books. What's the new one? Black Hops, the latest Black Hops version. So those are the books that I've been backing, and for two reasons. One, they're really good. Oh, and also I'm naming more than one. Anyway, I'm backing books that are, one, really good and have been very satisfying to me to read, and also ones that are not costing me $35 to buy, and books that I'll have to wait a year or more to get. I'm sort of done with that. I'm over that. I mean, I'm still waiting for a ton of books that I bought a year, 2 years ago. No more. I'm done. I'm still waiting for Red Rooster. I have no idea when that's coming. No more. I'm not doing it anymore. It's worse. It's worse than, I'm basically loaning out, money to creators who aren't delivering books within a reasonable amount of time, and it's a lot of money. If it's like $10, okay, I'm willing to wait, but you're asking for $35 including shipping and handling. I'm not waiting that long for a comic. I'm not going to wait a year and a half for a comic for that. So oh, I did get Tadia, and I got that for $15. Yeah, that was, that, again, great creators who are proven that they deliver quickly, and and the price point is good. It's a reasonable price point. $15 for a Matthew Weldon book, I'm buying it. You know, the guy's phenomenal. Um, Zach Richmond says, "Whoa, you're inking it now. Looks so good." Oh, thanks, thanks, Zach. I appreciate it. Um, Paul Romero says, I was disappointed that no one drew the Turtles defeating Wonder Woman. That's because they can't. I'm sorry, they cannot defeat Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman would have to be bound with her own lasso in order for for the Ninja Turtles to beat her. I mean, it's like she's too strong. I mean, Batman can beat the Ninja Turtles, so I can't see Wonder Woman doing it. I can't see them beating Wonder Woman. Um, let's see. Oh, you backed Shipman's Titan. What tier did you get? I'm sure I got the basic tier. The one. I mean, he offered the whole story. I guess and that's 3 floppies for X amount of dollars. I think it was like $20 or something. So I bought that. Zach says I got the Black Ops collection and the Walmart omnibus. Yeah, I have most of the Walmites. Well, at least I think I have about 2/3 of it. I didn't feel like buying another whole book. Just to, I mean, at some point I'll track down the first issue or two. I mean, it's sold out everywhere, but I'm sure I'll just buy it on eBay or something one day. That's the thing I don't like about a lot of indie books, says Zach. 25 to 40 bucks for one book that'll come to me in a year and probably end on a cliffhanger. Yeah, it's not worth it to me. You know, it was the novelty wore out fast. You know, after over the last 2 years. You know, again, whether it's Cyber Frog, whether it's what's the other one? Red Rooster. I mean, I'm just speaking as a customer. You know, you have pros who have been doing this for 25, 27-year-old, year veteran, who've been doing this stuff for over a decade, and they can't draw a book and deliver it on time. That's not just on time. I mean, the books are like a year and a half, 2 years late. No. You know, I can't do it. You know, I can't afford to do it. Most people can't afford to do it. You know, these guys are making hundreds of thousands of dollars. Selling these books to us, and they can afford to, be out 50, $100. That's to them, that's loose change to them. So, but for most of us, that's quite a bit of money when you do that 2, 3, 4 times over. And there's a lot better uses for my money than to throw it at someone who, one, doesn't need it, and two, doesn't care enough to deliver the product that I'm buying in a reasonable amount of time. I'm willing to give them a certain amount of grace. If it's 4, 5, even 6 months late, that's fine. I mean, I can understand that. Not a year and a half, not 2 years. No, I'm sorry. You got to do better. Up. Let's see. I'm babbling again. PY says, yeah, I'm five books from 2008 I'm waiting for. Rooster, Brutus. Yeah, I'm still waiting for Brutus. Sovereign, didn't get that. Detective Dead, Little Girl Lethal. Yeah, I mean, I know there are more books that I bought. I bought Rooster and Brutus, but there are quite a number that I am still waiting for. I'm hoping I get them. It's just, I'm sure I'm gonna get most of them. I mean, like things like, what was it called? There's so many, I've forgotten them all. Like Monster MD. I'm sure that I'm gonna get that. Books like Samurai. Is it no? Shinobi Sasquatch. I know I'm gonna get that. It's just some waiting. That's the part that But again, a lot of these guys are just new creators. I understand that. I'm not going to get on their cases as hard as I would get on like a Mitch Breitweiser's or Ethan's. They should know better. Newer creators, I'm I'm understanding. Breakthrough says Wonder Woman is a demigod. Ninjas can't touch her. That is true. Um, yeah, if the Ninja Turtles beat Wonder Woman, I would be calling foul. That'd be a joke. Paul Romero says it doesn't have to make sense. I just think it would have been more interesting. Yeah, I mean, if they were able to beat her in an interesting way, then that'd be cool. But just in terms of just physical strength or power, I would just think it would be weird. Um, Zach Richmond says, "Well, you can get Red Rooster at Walmart for $5 now." Yeah, no, I'm not wasting any more of my money on Red Rooster. um, 17 months for Red Rooster, says Ray Zulu. Yeah, it's a long freaking time. P. says, Zach Richmond, yeah, but 90% of the reason I backed Rooster was to get their autographs. You can't get that at Walmart. That's not why I bought Red Rooster. I don't really care about autographs. I care about getting the first appearance of a character, and sort of the collectability of it that way. And basically, by the time we get Red Rooster, the original backers, it's not going to be it's no longer the first appearance. We're getting a reprint at that point. I mean, we might as well be getting a reprint of, I don't know, Hulk 181 or something. It's not the original. The originals are the ones that came out in Walmart. Well, ours will be signed, but it's not going to be the original book with the character. It's going to be a trade paperback reprint, and that's not what I bought. That's not what we were told we were going to get, and it is very annoying to have that sort of bait and switch pulled on us, and to have Mitch, Mitch and Elizabeth profit from sort of fooling us that way, because they didn't tell us that they were using that money to acquire investors in a new company they were starting. That we were told we were buying a comic book and we would get that comic book within a certain amount of time. And that did not happen, and they weren't upfront with us. So, and the what I've seen of the book, it is not up to snuff. I mean, you can read my review of the second issue of Red Rooster that came out, I guess, in Walmart, and we got a PDF of it. But you can read my review on this channel. You just look in the video section, and you'll see my thoughts on it. It's not the greatest. Zach Richmond said, I completely forgot about Monster MD. Yeah, it's still out there. I mean, and it looks good. I really want to see that book. I mean, some of these books like Monster MD and Shinobi Sasquatch, I mean, the art looks so good on it. I just really want to, can't wait. But it's just taking a long time. I'm a little more patient for my Monster MD since he also is doing the crossover comic that's going to delay things. Yeah, that's true as well. Zach says, I heard about that. Monster MD and Shinobi Sasquatch are the only two of the 3 CG books I've yet to get. The other one is Door Kickers. Are you talking about Doom Kicker? Yeah, I bought that one as well, I think, from Elliot. He's still working on it. So, and Elliot, Elliot is on. Elliot is available. You can see what he's doing. So again, he's not someone I worry about. I mean, I know that he's working on his book. You know, it's just, I don't know. I don't want to sound like I complain too much, but it's just, I don't know. I think a lot of people have the same gripes, and I don't want to seem like I'm piling on some of these guys, but you know, they need to be piled on, to be honest, because I think they've taken the readers, the customers for granted, and it's like Joe Biden, sort of like you know, he's taking certain constituents for granted. I think some of these creators are taking their customers for granted, and being not being as attentive to what they should be doing as they should be. Um, P. Mike says, I am still buying the digital North saga from Mitch's company, but that's mainly because I love Blake Northcott. Don't tell Ruth. Oh man. And then Ruth Thulu is ratting out poor P Money. She already knows, says P Money, says, "Phew, you wouldn't have a chance." Oh man, that's cold. Zach Mershman says, no, don't, not Doom Kicker. It's Door Kickers. Similar name, but completely different premise. Oh, okay. I never heard of it. The only one I'm waiting for, says Pablo, is Little Girl Lethal. Zach says, I would never gripe with the jerk monger, even though he was bashing Stargirl. Oh, yeah, that was cruel. Oh my gosh. I can't believe that. I was shocked. Elliot had too much coffee that night. He was completely dissing Stargirl. I couldn't believe it. It's like, my goodness. Mr. Hellstorm says Stargirl has been fun to watch. Yeah, it has been. It's one of the better superhero shows out. One of the best. I mean, I would say that and Agents of Shield. I'm trying to think of something that's as good, and I can't. So, my brain. What am I doing? Um, P. says Stargirl's better than Batgirl. I think you mean Batwoman and Supergirl, but that's not that hard. Yeah, that is true. They're both terrible. Draken says I have a gripe with many people. I try not to gripe too much, but sometimes, you know, it gets to a point. It gets to a point where I need to gripe. Zach Richmond says, haven't watched Agents of Shield in a long time. I hadn't either. I mean, I stopped watching a couple of seasons ago, and then I saw something about it, and I thought it had gone off the air, and I thought it's like, I'll give it another shot. I'll check it out, see if it's gotten any better, or at least more interesting. And I started watching it this season, and it's been really good. I think they've only had one bad episode, where I've watched it and I was like, ugh. But the rest of the season was very good. And yeah, I think next week is it's either the 2 hour season finale or 2 hour series finale. It might be the last episode of the whole series. I can't remember though. But that's next Wednesday, 2 hours. So I guess it starts at 9 instead of 10. Um, and he says Legends of Tomorrow used to be good. Legends of Tomorrow was good for like a New York minute, and then it got really stupid. I can't. I haven't watched it in probably 3 years. It's just so dumb. They should call it Idiots of Tomorrow, because they're all morons. Um, Series finale. Okay. Okay. Agents of Shield has been unwatchable the last 3 seasons, says Mr. Hellstorm. This season's been, I thought it's been good. But again, I stopped watching. I think I stopped watching when Coulson died. He got sick or he got cancer. He got something. Something happened to him, and he was dying. And then he and May went to some desert island to live out his final days. He ended up dying. It's right before Thanos' snap. And I remember being really mad when they didn't incorporate the whole snap thing where half the population disappears. They didn't incorporate that into Agents of Shield. I was like, forget this. This is stupid. Because they spent the whole season like talking about Thanos' arrival on Earth, and they incorporated his arrival into the series. I mean, it was like a major point of the series that Thanos is here. He's going to take out half the population, and then they never incorporated the snap into the show. They acted like nothing happened. I was just like, nope, I'm done. Yeah. Mr. Healthstorm says Yellowstone has been excellent. I don't know what that is. Yellowstone. Yeah, Ray Thulu says Shield is ending. Okay, what is Ming Na Wen doing next? Well, if I weren't married, I would say hopefully she's coming to my place because she is one of the main reasons I watch. She is my celebrity crush, and my wife knows it. And I told her that if Ming Na Wen ever shows up on our doorstep, that don't be surprised if I disappear after that. He might says, "Wow, last episode of Agents of Shield is the only MCU thing that's come out in 2020 so far." Yeah. Zach says, "I stopped watching right after the AI Hydra World." Huh. Yeah, it was. I like that season. They've had some interesting seasons. I mean, I like the Ghost Rider season. I thought that was interesting. I mean, the first season of Agents of Shield was terrible. Oh my gosh, I was wondering, it's like, why do they even have this show? It was so bad. And then once at the end of the season, when they tied it into the Winter Soldier, and they revealed that most of Shield was Hydra or Hydra controlled Shield, that's when it started getting interesting, and it really picked up. So Ray Thulu says trying to get Quake to come visit me. I hope. Yeah, I don't know. I don't find the girl who plays Quake that appealing. She's just kind of, maybe it's her character. Her character's annoying to me. Breakthrough says P Money wouldn't have a chance. Funny. Oh, okay. Hellstorm says that Yellowstone is a Kevin Costner show on Paramount Network. Okay, I've seen trailers for that. He's sort of like a bad guy. Yeah, it's like a Western type show. I always thought Simmons was cute. Yeah, she is cute. In terms of cuteness, it's like Ming Na, then Simmons, then Daisy. But Ming Na's the best. Ming Na Wen. I don't understand what Awesome Fox Gaming just put down. It looks like a head, then a mailbox, but I can't tell. Can't tell on my little screen. It's 12:30. So I've been. What? It started at what? 9? Yeah, 9:40. So. Yes. Oh dang! Almost 3 hours. You can probably understand now why I did not win drawn and quartered on Tuesday. This will be well, by the time I'm done. I mean, this is 3 hours tonight, 2 hours last night, 2 hours on Tuesday. So this is 7 hours, going to 7 hours on this one drawing, for a 2 hour competition. So going a little slow. And actually, I think I'm gonna end it in about 5 minutes because I need to get something to eat. And you guys have been very patient with me and putting up with me. and my griping about various things for the last couple hours. So I appreciate that.
Hi there. What a wonderful time for you to drop by. You know, we're just setting up to shoot a scene of our new star, and I'd love to introduce you before they begin. Honestly, we're all just bursting with excitement about this brilliant new performance. We think this one will not only win every award hands
P Money's taking off. He's like, I'm out. All he has to hear is that I'll be shutting down in a few minutes and he's gone. P Money, you have a good night. You take care. Thanks for showing up. Give my best to Ruth. Stay out of trouble. Yeah, if you haven't already, please make sure to hit the like button if you would, and subscribe to my channel. I would greatly appreciate it. I want to thank everybody for watching. It's very encouraging to me. You know, artists thrive on sort of feedback and support. So I definitely do. And I do appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Huh. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, I think that's it for tonight. Everybody, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. You guys have a great night. Stay out of trouble. And I will be back tomorrow, I guess later on today, to continue working on this, hopefully finish it. So, again, make sure that you subscribed, that you've hit the bell for notifications, and that you hit the like button on the way out so that, you know, YouTube will be able to promote this video and other people can watch it and other stuff like that. And if you could, it'd be awesome if you would share out this live stream, even though it's ending. Share it out on Twitter and Facebook. Let people know that I did this drawing or that I'm working on it, that I'm continuing to work on it, and that I will be finished with it very shortly. Okay? Thank you very much. You guys take care, and I will talk to you all later on today, I guess. All right? Stay out of trouble. Bye.